Hi guys, these are all Redmi phones that I have at the moment, and today we will see which one lasts longer. If you're enthusiastic about videos like this one, please press like button below so that I have the motivation to shoot even more of these videos for you. This will be a battery test, and ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you Redmi 5, Redmi Note 5, Redmi 7, Redmi Note 7, Redmi 8A, Redmi 8, Redmi Note 8 Pro. Who do you think will win? Write about it in the comments and also take a part in the poll by clicking on the letter I in the upper right corner. I'm probably thinking, like most of you, that Redmi 8 and Redmi 8A will win because they have biggest batteries and HD resolution of their screens. And for those who do not know, I want to remind you that the old Redmi 5, which is 3300 milliamps, won twice in past battles. Unfortunately, I do not have Redmi Note 8, but I hope that the test will be interesting in any way for you. On all smartphones, I set approximately the same brightness using another independent Mi A2 smartphone and its light sensor, and the brightness of each of the smartphone is approximately 320 nits. If you will ask why not 400 or even 500, I will answer because for Redmi 8 and Redmi 8A this is the maximum brightness, and this is of course a little shameful because the old Redmi 5 gives us 470 nits, and that means that every year Xiaomi is worsening the components of their smartphones because old Redmi 5 is from the same price category as Redmi 8 and 8A. But today is not about that. Let's start our test. We start the test and I run YouTube on all smartphones for 2 hours, and let's see how quickly they will drain their batteries. After an hour, the result is as follows: 90, 91, 92, 90, 96, 94, 93. All Redmis are not bad. Redmi 5 and Redmi Note 7 are outsiders. I want to say that Redmi 5 is the oldest one of these phones, and secondly, it has been used on a daily basis for a long time, so it can produce a slightly worse result than usual. Redmi 8A and Redmi 8 are completely new smartphones, and they also have the biggest batteries. 2 hours behind, and the results are 81, 82, 82, 82, 87, 85, 85. As you can see, Redmi 8A is leading. Worst of all, the result is showing Redmi 5, but do not forget how many milliamps in his battery. After these 2 hours, I decided to start video recording on all smartphones. As always, I want to run the highest quality possible. So on all smartphones, I installed the Open Camera application, but I found out that Redmi 8 and Redmi 8A can only record Full HD even with this application. Therefore, I ran Full HD 30 frames. For an entire hour, I am already recording video on all smartphones, and 3 hours is on our stopwatch. And as you can see, after recording Full HD, Redmi Note 5 is an outsider. His battery is draining in the fastest way. Redmi 5 has only 16 gigs of RAM, of memory, so there is very little free space, and I have to constantly stop recording and erase everything that was recorded during this test. It is annoying. 3 hours and a half on the scoreboard, and in order to drain smartphones faster, I even turn on the flash on all devices. And it pleases me that many phones have reached 50%. Let's see how much they will draw in with the flash on for the next 30 minutes. 4 hours passed, and as a result, complete outsider is Redmi Note 5. The leader is Redmi 8. But also this test drained a lot of charge from Redmi Note 8 Pro, 51%. Next, let's run Antutu and check how many points each of the smartphone will score. The smoothest test is of course on the Redmi Note 8 Pro, but in terms of the speed of the Redmi Note 5 test, it comes first and it scores 170,000 points. The second comes to the finish line Redmi Note 8 Pro. It's 287,000 points. And what I want to say, Redmi 8A and Redmi 8 for some reason showed white screens and the test was not completed, and I don't understand why. I run test again. Antutu test for some reason began to struggle and couldn't finish on Redmi 5, and again he was able to finish the test only after a reboot. Redmi 8 and Redmi 8A after the second round passed the test, and they scored 81 and 93,000 points. After continuous tests, the stopwatch showed 5 hours. The batteries showed 27, 10, 26, 15, 44, 39 and 14. Next, let's run Asphalt. And to be honest, graphic of this game is fantastic, but the game is so stupid because I play with one finger on all 7 smartphones, and in some ways I even gained some progress. 528 on the scoreboard, Redmi Note 5 left us. Other phones had 16, 17, 6, 38, 31 and 6%. After half an hour playing Asphalt 9, I decided to run the CPU throttling test, and after just 15 minutes, when timer showed 5:45, Redmi Note 7 also surrendered. And please look at the Redmi 5. He's with such small battery and he didn't give up to those thick-skinned monsters with large batteries. Let me remind you that he has 3300 milliamps in his battery. The next, as you probably already understood, was Redmi Note 8 Pro. He showed 6 hours and 11 minutes, which is very worth it because he has a MediaTek processor, and all of you are always complaining about these processors because they're more greedy. Yes, his power consumption is a bit bigger, which is why smartphone has a larger battery. The rest still had 2%, 4%, 26 and 19. Our time is showing 6:20, Redmi 5 died. This smartphone is really great with his 3300 milliamp. At 6:27, Redmi 7 leaves us, but this 2B still had a 21 and 14%, and I wanted to drain them faster. And you know how I did? I split the screen into 2 parts and start 2 applications at once. This is CPU throttling and Full HD reckoning via open camera. That's when the battery started to discharge quickly. And the result is Redmi 8 was killed at 7:06 and Redmi 8A was the last to leave us after 16 minutes and showed the results 7 hours and 22 minutes. And thank God the test was all over. I always say to you guys that of course such a test doesn't reflect the real use of phone. But with this test you will at least roughly understand about phone batteries. It is a pity that I did not have Redmi Note 8 or 8T, but all the smartphones that were here, they were in approximately same conditions, and I didn't see any surprises today. So, this was a battery test. I hope you liked it. My name is Zhenya. If you didn't know, I speak Russian. If you didn't understand yet, subscribe to my channel and have a nice life. Bye.